All right, we're looking inside the module for week 4. It's about defining your target market, and we've already done part A. It should be due by tonight. So part B is defining your target market, and we'll look at that in a minute. But part of it is figuring out what your business is that you're going to be using for the rest of the semester. So there's some questions on this for you to answer when you write about your business. So this is one of the things where you post on Canvas. So you'll be adding content to the discussion, which is what this has. And if you have any questions, you can post them there or email me because, like I've said before, I don't always get or see that there's questions here. I have to click on things to make it show up. So anyway, let's take a look at this. All right, defining your target market. So this will be due on Tuesday because Friday and Monday are President's Days or something like that. Actually, my granddaughter gets today off too. Good heavens. So by Tuesday, you will need to decide what business you were going to represent for the duration of the course. So we'll be using social media to promote this business in our upcoming sessions, okay? So you can use an existing business that you own. So if you already have a business, this is a perfect time to work on it. Get some practice using that social media and all the content that we're going to cover. See if we can improve what you're doing. You can use someone else's business if you have permission, because sometimes people don't like you giving them help. So if it's a business owned by parents, a friend, or maybe your local hangout that you want to help, that's okay. But again, you have to have their permission. I don't want you to say, "Oh, I'd like to work on such and such a business," and it's like there's no way that you could do it. So don't say that. Or you can choose to start a fictitious business, whether it's a business you'd really love to own or had planned on someday, or an industry you would like to work in. That's fine. You can create the name, define what type of business it is, and you can include in it that it's a class project only and not a real business. So if people see it, they won't go, "Oh, what is this? I want to use them," unless you really want to do it. And then at the end of the class, you can delete all the counts so that it's not something that continues on, but you'll get some actual practice doing what we're covering. And you can also start a real or fictitious social media consulting business. And I'm sure as you become more aware of local small businesses, they need some help. So if you're starting a little social media consulting business, you could probably pick up some customers, even if you're just offering to do one post a week from it, probably would improve a lot of people's businesses because they don't have that consistent posting thing going on, so people forget about them. So if they're, like when you did the reviews and we're thinking about, businesses you like and writing a positive review, that's a big step forward. But if you can help them do their social media or, as a consultant, maybe they'll just give you a free lunch or cup of coffee or whatever to start with, but you're getting real practice. So that's an option to do, but you can just make up stuff too. So for this. But again, you can't be going, "Oh, I'd like to do social media for like Levi's or something like that." That ain't gonna happen. That's not a real thing. So I have had people in the past say, "Oh, I'm doing it for this," and I'm like, "Really?" I don't think so. So anyway, after reading the assignment and deciding on your business, I want you, like I said, to post in the discussion in the module for week 4 about your business. And there's some questions I want you to answer. You need to put the name of your business and an explanation of what type it is. And then tell me, is it a real business or one that you're only creating for the class? In other words, a fictitious business. If you have your own business, do you currently use social media? And tell us what you're using, how long you've had each platform, the number of followers you have, anything about it that you can, like how often you post. Because I've had people in the past have businesses and they do some social media, but they get discouraged because it takes time. And then how many followers do you have for each type? Or if you're doing someone else's business, what would your role be regarding social media? Because I've had people come in that are working for a business and they want someone to do their social media. So this is an opportunity for them to fill that role. So what would your role be regarding social media? What social media do they already use? How many followers do they have for each type of social media? And people are funny about it when they had a business for a long time. Sometimes they're real funny about letting you have. We've had a client that we've done web work for probably 20 years, and I know he needs to do social media. And people post about his product because it's a product that's sold worldwide, but he can't let go. I said, have someone take my class from that works for you. Can't let go. So, um, yeah, it's hard. You want to trust it. Sure that things are going to go down the toilet. And I'm saying, man, you've been losing business now for years. You need to get up on things. So, I also want you to write a post telling me who your target market is. We worked with that, we were talking about target markets for the other recently. So we can figure out who you're going to aim your marketing at. You need to get an idea. Who is the ideal customer for you? So think about things like that. Who would buy your product, use your service? Think about age groups. And it's often broader than you think. Sometimes clothing, maybe it has a little more narrow marketing thing, but you'd be surprised because sometimes people look at this stuff and go, oh my, I look at stuff and I go, my granddaughter would love that, and then people sometimes look at me funny when I buy stuff and it's like, nah, it's not for me. It's for my granddaughter. So then it's like, okay, so you don't leave out that market too. But again, start with your target, your perfect customer. And then I did check this. It does work. How to write a target market analysis. So it gives some step-by-step directions. So be sure to read it before beginning. And like I said, I checked it and it's still working. So I hope you enjoy this. This is making big steps forward, figuring out what you're going to do with the class. So I think you've already built up some knowledge here. So let's get the ball rolling.